Hi, this is a bonus episode of Lyrical Wax, following on from a discussion we recently had about Emily Dickinson's poetry. I'm going to be reading a poem by Billy Collins, one-time American poet laureate. The poem is called Taking Off Emily Dickinson's Clothes. First, her tippet made of tulle, easily lifted off her shoulders and laid on the back of a wooden chair. And her bonnet, the bow undone with a light forward pull. Then the long white dress, a more complicated matter, with mother-of-pearl buttons down the back, so tiny and numerous that it takes forever before my hands can part the fabric like a swimmer's dividing water and slip inside. You will want to know that she was standing by an open window in an upstairs bedroom, motionless, a little wide-eyed, looking out at the orchard below, the white dress puddled at her feet, on the wide-board hardwood floor. The complexity of women's undergarments in 19th century America is not to be waved off, and I proceeded like a polar explorer through clasps, clips and moorings, catches, straps and whalebone stays, sailing towards the iceberg of her nakedness. Later I wrote in a notebook, it was like riding a swan into the night. But of course I cannot tell you everything. The way she closed her eyes to the orchard, how her hair tumbled free of its pins, how there were sudden dashes whenever we spoke. What I can tell you is, it was terribly quiet in Amherst that Sabbath afternoon. I'll start that verse again. What I can tell you is, it was terribly quiet in Amherst
And again.
Start again. What I can tell you is, it was terribly quiet in Amherst that Sabbath afternoon. Nothing but a carriage passing the house, a fly buzzing in a window pane. So I could plainly hear her inhale when I undid the very top hook and eye fastener of her corset, and I could hear her sigh when finally it was unloosed. The way some readers sigh when they realise that hope has feathers, that reason is a plank, that life is a loaded gun, that looks like... Start that again. And I could hear her sigh when finally it was unloosed. The way some readers sigh when they realise that hope has feathers, that reason is a plank, that life is a loaded gun, that looks right at you with a yellow eye.